This is Fultoncards here, live direct from Brooklyn, New York City, and yeah, man, in front of me today I have a box of 2014-15 Upper Deck MVP Bargain Basement Stees. Thought I'd pop these open quickly. Bit hungover today. There was a block party for a dog who turned 17, and then the dog died 2 days before the block party, but the block party had reggae, and it was just off the chain, so much fun. So, bit hungover today, but I thought I'd quickly pop open these boxes. And just a heads up, guys, I will be doing another one of my top 10 lists for best sites for sports cards, sort of a compendium of stuff that you need to access if you want to sort of get into the discipline of our hobby. Not sure when I'm going to post it. I'll post it once it's done, I guess, but I just started thinking about it, conceptualizing. My last one got over 10,000 hits, so I know they're actually kind of useful to people. But let's bang open these two blasters from 2014-15 configuration, 5 cards per pack, 12 packs per box, so 60 cards multiplied by 2 in this. Base set 1 through 200, short prints are 201 through 300, and the parallels, of course, are silver scripts. Gold scripts are numbered to 100. And I think they're retail exclusives. Within a box break, within one of these puppies, and I don't know why they're different shapes and sizes. They're the same boxes, man. I mean, what is up with that? Within a box break, 6 high numbered series, 6 silver scripts, a 92% chance at the NHL 3 stars weekly, 12.5% chance at the 3 stars monthly, and a 15% chance for the rookie of the month. I guess it's 1% for the souvenir jersey, about 1% for the pro sign signature, so those are impossible, and the rookie redemptions are completely impossible. So what sucks is all the best cards are the rookie redemptions, so the Ernie Ekblad and the Drouin, the Pasternak, and the Anthony Duclair and the Burakovsky, the Philip Danault, the Johnny Hockey, the Draisaitl, all of those, man, Darnell Nurse are all the redemptions which are impossible to hit. So, you know, unfortunately. All right, so none of the good rookies, unfortunately, guys. I mean, we can hit the Kuznetsov and the Teravainen, the Yarncrook and the Gormley and the Keg and the Nemeshnikov and the Clefbaum. Those are the only ones that you're really guaranteed with these. The redemption sets are impossible, but we will hit a bunch of silver scripts, and we're just gonna run through it, guys. So there's Darcy Kemper, and we have Bodker, and there's the Andrew Cogliano, Man of the Hour, Ranta, and Mata. Edmonton drafted him, I think, 25th overall, Cogliano, and he finally got his comeuppance, in a good sense. Peter Forsberg, Boyle, and Nate. And Nate's rookie year would have been the rookie year prior. And I'm just going to splash through. Of course, the high-numbered cards, I think, one every second pack. Sajak and Darcy Kemper silver script. And there's Jiggy. So just to let you guys know, the high number series here would have been the Peter Forsberg, as it is 292, right up top of the checklist. All right, first insert here, guys, and we have the John Carlson, Seabrook, Matt Duchene, and it would happen to be one of the NHL stars. Very cool. OV, Martin Jones, and Carter Hutton, believe it or not. Nyquist. Actually, that was a weekly one because it said December, what did it say? December something to something. So there you go, like the 9th to the 16th. Stajan, Lindholm, and the Jason Spezza silver, very nice. Schwartz and Giordano. A lot of people are asking me about Wright versus Slaf. I like Wright better. I think he's more mature. I think he speaks with a lot more depth and a lot more intensity. But we probably won't know for 5 years. And I understand Montreal's thinking. I mean, their thinking was basically, look, we were actually the dead last in height last year, in average height. So they immediately pick up 2 6'4" guys in Doc and Slaf. So I don't mind it. You know, the other thing too, Wright might develop really, really well, out west. And because he just might develop well in that system and maybe not as well in the Montreal system or vice versa. So you don't really know, even if he proves to be a better player. Like, for example, this 2011 draft, right? Johnny Hockey was drafted 104. Did anybody at the time know that the NHL would change, and then if you're more diminutive, you'd be more effective? Obviously not. So we really don't know, how people are going to develop. Gudobin, Kessel, and Pavelski, and this is a monthly one. All right, Shaw and Jake Markstrom. Like, everybody's going back on the Sergachev-Drouin trade, but, if we don't dish Sergachev, do we necessarily get Edmondson, who basically did the same thing during the playoffs? We had Petrie, who we stole. We had Weber, who sort of arguably we stole. We have Chirot, who we arguably stole. So there's Tarasenko silver. and then so people in isolation say, oh, well, we dumped Sergachev for Gallant, but at the time we had absolutely zero puck possession on our power play, and Gallant is a puck possession, puck poise guy. So you have to understand this sort of thinking at the time before you sort of jump to conclusions about whether trades are good or bad. Trades and drafts are based on the best information at the time, based on, you know, the rankings and the need and all that, and the Habs need size. So I understand what they did, even though I think Wright might prove to be definitely the safer choice in terms of willpower and two-way game. For Bada, there's Chucky. So he was a third overall who didn't really work out well, but Yakupov went first overall. He didn't work out either. And, you know, Galchenyuk, I think, is actually one of the best players from his draft to this day in terms of the amount of points, total points. So a lot of it, too, happens to do with how bad the draft was. In fact, in that 2011 draft where the Nuge went first, you know what number, I think 48th? I think it was 58th, actually. He went 58th. Did anybody know that Kuch at the time would end up being this good? You know, so there's Jonathan Quicksilver, Blake Wheeler. So I just think 2020, you know, hindsight 2020, and you base your decisions on the complete information that they have with regard to the scouting. I just like Wright's mindset more. I think that Slaf is more of a blank slate. On the other hand, if Slaf proves to, there's Messier, which is obviously a high series card. Slaf could develop, you know, one of two ways, you know, so we'll see. But the notion of having size and having length and looking for somebody who could sort of maneuver in and out of traffic like that, as opposed to a beautiful two-way player like a Ryan O'Reilly, it's like, you know, we'll see. And, you know, at the end of the day, if it proves to be the wrong pick, you know what, I'll still be fine because I understand her reasoning. So those are my ideas and thoughts on that. So like that 2012 draft that I just mentioned, you know, Phil Forsberg, I think, is still one of the most underrated players in the NHL, is first in points from that draft. Second would be Thomas Hertl, Morgan Rielly, Tuvo, Alex Galchenyuk, Tom Wilson, and Gostisbehere would be the top point getters from that draft up to this point. But think about it, Forsberg went 11th overall. Did anybody anticipate that he'd be better than Yakupov? Hertl went 17th. So do you rewrite history? You know, I get the fact that people like these binary discussions to deliver people to the ad buyers on social media by creating all this hype, saying that Wright stared down the Montreal Canadiens table. I don't even believe he did. The cameras can catch anything. One glance over, you can sort of misconstrue because he's closing his eyelids. You know what I mean? I don't buy it. I don't buy any of it, guys. I think that Wright is very, very happy. Of course, he would love to have gone first overall, and maybe it gives him some more motivation. But I think, you know, everybody who's drafted top 10, top 20, top 32, they have a lot of motivation. That's how they got there. You know, they don't need extra motivation. So there's the David Perron, very cool. Silver, Dion Phaneuf. Yeah, and before everybody trips and flips, I did actually blow past the Mason Raymond gold script. These are exclusive to MVP retail. So there we go. And it's numbered on 100, 41 of 100. Really nice card. I love it. Very cool. I don't think we picked the Kuznetsov yet. I already own it somewhere. I know that for a fact. Jason Hagelin. There's Marc-Andre Fleury, Cody Eakin, and Matt Molson. All right, and the Marc-Andre Fleury would actually be the short print. And to be honest with you guys, I think the steal from the draft by the Habs was probably Lane Hudson, who we got in the second round. He should have gone I think he should have gone like top 15. I think he's that good. There, we hit the Oscar Klefbom, so it's our first rookie. Nick Bonino, and there's the Nuge, drafted first over on that other aforementioned draft. Dupree and Parenteau. So everybody thought consensus was the Nuge. The consensus was not Kucherov, guys. But Lane Hudson was drafted 62nd overall. I think he's one of the most mobile forwards. His numbers are crazy. Like, his numbers have been better than Adam Fox and Quinn in the American development program. So we'll see. He's only 5'8's the issue. But, you know, a lot of people don't realize this, but Quinn Hughes is 5'10". So, and Torrey Krug is 5'9", and even Makar is only 5'11". So in the new NHL, this guy could be a complete steal. But of course, everybody overlooked the guy because he's only 5'8". And we were able to take this guy and draft this guy at only 5'8" because we just picked up Doc, who's 6'4", and Slaf, who's 6'4". So you understand, and then the reason we got Doc was because we had a center position that was open. So it's all interconnected, guys. It's three-dimensional chess. So the notion that it's binary, this guy versus that guy, and we made a huge mistake, all these other picks. And let's say we tank again this year because Slaf's not ready, and then we pick up Bedard, then all of a sudden, you know, that is the most brilliant move in the history of mankind if Bedard has the World Juniors I think he's about to have. I highly recommend watching Bedard during these World Juniors coming up in August. All right, so that is my little monologue on that, guys. Completely hungover. Ryan Elliott, Eriksson, Eberle, Saad, and Colton Orr. I met Colton Orr, actually. Actually, I didn't meet Colton Orr. I picked his card. He was next to me at a bank machine in the Meatpacking District in New York City, and he left his card in the bank machine. And I grabbed it and ran after him. I couldn't find him, and I actually had to cut up because I'm just such a good civilian, you know. Silver script of Mark Stahl and Jonas Enroth. Last couple of packs, guys, of you know, just the boring 2014 retail MVP. Morgan Riley, speaking of which, one of the best picks from that draft for sure. Joe Thornton, and then we have the 3 stars, and it's a weekly one. It's Parise, Phil Kessel, and Backlund, and there is Kyle Turris and Wayne Simmons in his prime, Bailey, and there's the Mario Silver script. That is really, really nice one. So obviously it's a high numbered one. One of the best ones you could possibly hit. Paul Stastny and Lou Eriksson. Last pack, guys. Last pack of this stuff. We have Mike Fisher, we have Mika Koivu, and we do have another one of the 3 stars, and it's Marty St. Louis. Speak of diminutive. Jonathan Quick and Corey Crawford out of Montreal, if you're curious. Corey Schneider, and we have the Brendan Gallagher just for posterity. So that's basically it, guys. We received exactly what we thought we'd receive. In other words, 4 to 5 of the 3 stars. We received 12, so 6 times 2 of the high numbered series. 6 times 2 of the silvers, and of course our entire base set. I think we only received 1 of the base rookies. Impossible to hit the good rookies, unfortunately, because they're in the redemptions, and the redemptions are basically a 1% hit. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Really just a little bit about what I think about Wright. And guys, do stay tuned for my top 10 websites video. I'm coming out with that one fairly shortly. I haven't done it yet, but I'm gonna put it together as quick as I can. Just to help you guys out with the hobby. So I'm gonna be Fultoncards live and direct from a place called Brooklyn, New York. Sub like #Dryden, sub like #Dryden.
That's when the